All right, so this is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be a blind reaction. I've only seen like the first 5 seconds of this that someone tagged me in, and immediately I went, oh, that's going to be wrong. So we're just going to go through it real quick. Let's have fun.
Where do human souls go after we pass away? Heaven? Hell? Not according to Enoch. And if we put the giants aside for a second, this is probably the reason they left this book out of canon. But anyway.
They left it out of Canaan. Not out of the canon, but they left it out of Canaan. Okay.
Enoch is shown vast chambers hidden inside the earth. Some of them contain spirits. Now, some of these spirits are resting in peace. Some of them, though, are tormented or restless, but they're all stuck there waiting for Judgment Day. It's like a waiting room for the dead. Here.
No, Sheol, which is the thing that she's attempting to describe very incorrectly, is not a waiting area for the dead. It is the abode of the dead, and it is there until Judgment Day.
Yeah, remember that scene from Beetlejuice when they're all sitting in the DMV with their number just waiting to be called? Kind of like that. Honestly, that could...
No, that would be like Limbo, which is a watered-down version of Purgatory, neither of which are real.
Explains so much about mediums being able to talk to ghosts.
Mediums can't talk to ghosts. They talk to demons exclusively. I thought you were talking about the Bible. Come on. Dude, like, you can't pick and choose things saying like, oh, well, Enoch was left out of the canon, and then say such absolutely nonsensical stuff. Mediums can't talk to anyone who has passed away. Mediums exclusively talk to demons. We see that repeated throughout the Bible consistently. Oh, I regret doing this. I regret doing this as a blind thing, because
leading through to our reality a lot. But Enoch didn't just see souls. He saw storehouses of lightning and thunder.
See, at first it sounded like she's referencing, like, the book of Enoch says this, but now she's referencing specifically the guy Enoch who wrote down nothing. The book of Enoch, specifically First Enoch, was not written until around 200, 300 BC. Enoch was taken away about 2,000 years prior to that. Well, actually, far more than that, about 4,000 years prior to that. And then Enoch Part 2, so Enoch 2, Second Enoch, whatever, that was written around 300 AD. So Enoch never wrote anything, so this woman really just has absolutely no idea what she's talking about.
He saw portals where stars go in and out. Basically, he saw all the hidden gates that keep creating.
No, he had some very scientifically inaccurate things in that book. Once again, it's pseudepigraphal. It's not actually Enoch, but the book of Enoch contains scientific fallacies like the sun going into portals, and that explains nighttime. That is wrong. That is one massive piece of evidence on why it's not real. That is Jewish mythology. Titus 1:14 tells us to stay away from Jewish myths and fables. Anyways,
in motion. He came to a tree. Now this tree was special. Its fruit never decayed. Its fragrance filled the air. This was the tree of knowledge. Similar to what was in Eden that Eve ate off of. See, the church rebranded this tree in Genesis to make it kind of forbidden.
Oh yes, the church rebranded it. The church altered what the Bible says. We should all instead find this tree and trust in Daddy Satan. My goodness, this woman is perturbed.
But it really wasn't supposed to be forbidden. It was the tree of knowledge.
It was the tree of knowledge of good and evil, which was the forbidden fruit. It was the forbidden tree that God said, do not eat of that because you will die. Satan then says, are you sure you're gonna die? Did God really say that? And now here she is, the church said that. God didn't really say that. Satan's wearing a bathrobe this time. It's very weird.
The tree of knowledge was standing beside the throne of God. The spirits are stored in earth. That explains ghosts. And then we...
No, there are no such things as ghosts. Everything is either an angel or a demon. That is the only fourth dimensional being that is possible. Angel or demon. There is no such thing as a ghost or a disembodied human spirit. Oh, gosh.
Have storms, stars, wind, all stored in portals or gates. This is why I say the church did not...
Did you just say that wind comes from portals? No, it comes from hot and cold air mixing in the atmosphere. Like, come on.
I want this included in modern canon because nothing would...
The church didn't want it included in modern Canaan. I'm not sure where modern Canaan would be, but I know that the Canaanites would be happy that it's back.
Be the same if we had read this for the past 2,000 years. Religion, science.
Oh, well, we couldn't read it for the last 2,000 years because half of it wasn't around until 1,800 years ago. So
It would all be changed. Anyways, the next thing he sees is even greater. It's a second tree, and it holds the secret of immortality. But we'll talk about that next time.
that would be the tree of life. So she's just twisting and trying to pervert absolutely everything. Oh, man. Oh, good. There's
Wait, with their
bloopers.
number, wait. Remember that scene in
Satan purrs weird. Regardless, I really don't know who this woman is, but she has no idea what she's talking about. So if you want me to blindly respond to other things when you tag me and stuff, say blind or something. Tell me that you want it to be just without me seeing it first, without me doing any kind of research into what they said. And just, I got annoyed during this, but it was kind of fun. So if you enjoyed it, it's psycho.